People have this question that they ask and they get answered, and then they follow down this path or this line based on the answers that they get from their parents, from their teachers, from society, culture, from religion. Somewhere down the line, someone wants to know who they are or what they are. I knew this answer when I was about 5. I remember I was in my house in Brooklyn, and I looked up in the back window, outside the back window, looked up into the sky. And normally kids will look up in the sky and they'll look at the stars. I looked at the space, that darkness. And I was like, that's something. You know, and I was young, so I looked out the window, then I looked up at the ceiling, and I was like, I wonder if I go to the front window if I'll see the same thing. Sure enough, went to the front window, I looked up, and there's this vast emptiness. And it was at that moment that I realized that was it. You know, we're led into believing that we are something, that we are like this made or created creature from these deities or whatever. But when you ask a person what existed before your God, they'll go, nothing existed before my God. Precisely. Nothing existed. So what if, and I'm saying this hypothetically when I know it's actually the case, what if nothing exists? That's to say that not a thing exists, and only the nothing itself does exist. But the nothing is non-existence. Yet everything comes out of that. So from a scientific standpoint, or let's look at astrophysics, where they're starting to see that the universe is mostly empty space, or what they're now calling dark matter and dark energy. Still not existence, but it is affecting everything. But that's where we come from. We come from this vast emptiness. And I understand that it's hard to grasp that, but when you do, you start to release everything else that you were told, everything else that you believe in, everything that you have held that was also holding you. Then there's freedom. There's freedom because you don't have to hold, you don't have to believe, you don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to be whatever they told you that you are. You don't have to uphold all of this stuff that you're attempting to convince yourself of. You just let it go. That's the thing. Nothing.